Hi, my name is Melissa Mahoney. I'm an innovative education facilitator with the Durham District School Board. What I'm going to do today is show you a little bit about how to use the Explore tool in Google Docs. So I'm going to start off with a research assignment. As students tend to go directly to Google when searching for information when they have to do a research assignment. Well, one of the things they can actually do is stay within the doc and use the Explore tool to do their research within the doc. This will help them keep their information a little bit more organized, as well as if you provide them with an organizer of some sort or a scaffold to put the information onto. This will be really helpful when it comes time to cite sources or have to refer back to some of the places where they've received the information to do a bibliography. So if this is my research assignment, and my research assignment investigation topic is Pluto a planet? So what I'm going to do here is there's several ways to get to the Explore tool, but one of the quick ways is to come down here and actually click on Explore. So down here you will see the Explore tool pops up here. And what I can do is I can actually just click on that. What happens is this Explore tool will actually look through your document to see if it can come up with any information on its own. If it does, it will pop up here. However, you can see Pluto. You can also type in or explore just by typing in Pluto. What's going to happen is you're going to come up with 3 separate results. So you're going to have web results, images, and things about Pluto that could be held in your drive. So if students had done previous research and it was in their drive, that may live there and it may pop up in their drive. If we go back to the web, what you're going to see here is you're going to see that I have a typical Wikipedia result of Pluto. In addition, I have some web results here, and these are all URLs that I can click on and actually visit. So when students tend to do this, they may pick the top results in their Google searches. So it's so important to teach that digital citizenship and an evaluation process when looking through the web. This here, as a student, when I look at this, I may see that there are some organizations mixed with Wikipedia, some Pluto TV, etc. They're going to have lots of different results. So what I might do is I might add some of those to investigate or look at later. But what I want to do is just gather some information. So in the first part, what I might do is say, using Google Docs Explore tool, find 5 websites that might help you to investigate the question, is Pluto a planet? Drag and drop the website into the graphic organizer. So as a teacher, what I might do is I might create a graphic organizer using a table just here, and I've created an area where students can take their, let's say, information. So we might take this one, for example, and I can actually drag it and drop it over and just let go. And what that does is it just puts that there so I can refer back to it later. I can also go through here and I can take the Wikipedia link if I'd like, and I can drop it here, okay? And so now I have 2, and I might scroll through and I'll see space.com. Seems like quite a reliable source I may want to revisit. So I'm going to take that and I'm actually going to drop it over here. So there's 5. They asked me for 5 websites because they see all results on Google as well. You can go deeper and further into this if you wanted to see the images, news, videos, etc. If we go back, you could still investigate within Google Docs without having to leave and go back and forth. And so if I go up here, I may take this solar system NASA one, which seems very reliable as well, and I'll place it down there. Now, what students might do at this point is they may, and what we should encourage them to do is we can make them now click on each one of these and actually describe the source and sort of evaluate it. So they're going to take they're going to use those skills to go into the source and determine what are the main arguments, what are is this source reliable? And is this relevant to answering the question, is Pluto a planet? So what I might do is I actually can click on here and I can visit that site. And when I visit that site, I can see that it's going to give me some very interactive, it's from NASA, so some very interactive Pluto exploration tool. And I can then read through it and determine if this is a place where I feel that the source is relevant to the topic. So is this information biased or objective? Okay, so students can then go through and actually click on each one of these here and do a little bit of a summary. It's easy to delete. If they found that one of these was not something that they wanted to actually have in their summary, they can simply remove that very easily. We can delete it and we can get rid of that. If you want to bring it back, again, you just click over here and you can drag and drop it, which is really convenient. Once students have the summary and they determine as to whether or not the source is relevant to the topic, there's some really cool things you can do in here to help students sort the data and to help them organize themselves when they have to do a bibliography or a works cited page of some sort, whether it is in science or English or any of the subjects, or math, business, anything. All these things here, the research and gather information to be able to scaffold this onto this organizer and actually organize themselves so that they know when to cite their sources is very important. If I go into this particular this column here, I can see that the overview of Pluto solar system from NASA. When I go over here, I will see there is a little cite as a footnote quotation. So what I might do is actually put my cursor at the end of this. And if I go over here and click on those cite as a footnote, and I click on it, what it's going to do, it's going to drop down with the number 1, and it's going to actually cite that in the format of my choosing. If I hold down these 3 dots here, I can actually change the citation format from MLA to APA or Chicago. So as an example here, this one automatically went to MLA. That is the default. If I wanted to do it in a different format, I could do that simply by changing it to APA. And I could go here, and then you can see if I click on that, the citation is slightly different. And it is in that APA format. So you do have the option, you can now take these. Students have the option to take these and put them in their final bibliography or works cited page. In addition to, with the Explorer tool, you're going to get, besides web results, you're going to get images. The great thing here is if you click on images, you're going to get several different images. Whether they're relevant or not is determined by the student doing the research, and that's part of the project. You're going to gather images to support your investigation. So once I go in here, what I might do, I might actually click on, let's say I wanted to compare this. This is a good comparison picture. So I'm going to actually click the plus sign. And what you can see is I've actually created a table here. And the reason why I did that was because when you want to gather images, sometimes these images come in very large. If you combine them to a table, then they will come in a more organized way that you can manage them. So I'll just show you another example of that. So if I wanted to add this one here, I might just add that. And there it is, it's in the table. And I can actually move it within the table very easily. If students wanted to look at the images in more detail, they can click on the image and you'll see a larger view of that particular image. And you can, at this point, insert it. In addition to that, you will see that at the bottom, it says this image is labeled for commercial use with modification. And this right here, this disclosure, this disclaimer here at the bottom will disclose whether or not this image is available to utilize for copyright free. So they can use this image, copyright free image, in their project without having to cite that source. And you can see most are that way that come up in the Explore tool. So it's very, very helpful for students to be able to do that. Go back. Once students have done all the research they need to do and they have found some relevant sources and it's time to write their research paper, they can simply click out of the Explore tool by clicking the X. This will close down the Explore tool and students will have the full doc to now take some of the information and start to write their investigative research paper or paragraph, and they will have the relevant sources to cite at the bottom. In addition, they will have access to their photos or the graphics that they have found to utilize in any, could be in the doc, or they can move those over to a Google slide or for presentation purposes. The Explore tool exists not only down here as a shortcut tool, but also if you were to go to Tools and go to Explore here, this is another way to access the Explore tool. In addition to the Explore tool being available in Google Docs, it is also available in Google Sheets and Google Slides. There will be more information on how to use the Explore tool in Sheets and Slides in our future bite-sized PD sessions. For more information on how you can use digital tools and resources in your classroom, please visit the DDSB Educator Campus. Here you will find digital resources such as the Bite-sized PD and Tekken 2. These videos will help you get started. Until next time, thank you.